Welcome to another episode on the J.A.T side. I'm your host, Jalen Austin Taylor, and today is November 3rd, 2023, and I'm honored to be joined by teacher and coach at Brookwood High School, Mr. Hollingsworth, or better known as Coach Holly.
Coach Holly, yeah. Giddy up, giddy up.
So, Coach, my first question for you today is what is the best thing about being a part of Brookwood High School?
Yeah, man. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I went to high school at a private school. I graduated with 54 students in my class. So coming here, seeing how many people there are, it's been really cool to see the community. I've done things like the community pep rally, the homecoming parade, and seeing a whole community come out to support a team is really cool, and that's something that I never really got. So just how big it is, and the community around the school, and how everybody supports the athletics and the academics here is truly incredible.
Yes, yeah, I love the community too here. Being
Yeah,
an athlete, and it's always an inspiration and a motivation to be your best self when you have a group of people supporting you and people are behind you, and
for
knowing
sure.
that you have a support system and that helps tremendously in like every way. So
Yeah. What do you play?
I play basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah,
All right.
I
You play with RJ.
well, yeah, I might play with RJ this year, but I'll definitely play with him next year. I'm on JV right now, but
I got
yeah, I
you.
could get moved up.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, so my next question is, as a coach, do you enjoy coaching one sport more than another?
So So I started playing baseball when I was four. Played in college for 4 years at Maryville College. I've always loved baseball. Baseball has just always been my thing that I know and love. I started coaching baseball when I was 18, and I came here and they offered me the softball coaching position as well. But my fiance, she played softball. She's taught me a lot about it, so I just thought it would be interesting. And I have grown to love softball just as much as I do baseball. It's hard to say which one I enjoy coaching more because they're both very different, but they're both just such an amazing game that it's hard to pick one. But I mean, softball's been awesome. We just finished our year, but the energy every game is kind of it correlates with who I am as a person more, just with like the chance and the energy and the passion that they bring to it. But baseball, you get to teach things like base running and do things like that, which you can't do in softball. So I think they're both different, but I definitely love them both the same, and it'd be impossible for me to pick one.
Yeah, two great sports.
Yeah, very great sports, very hard sports as well.
Would you say one is harder to play or like,
No, I wouldn't. I do have a hot topic that hitting a round ball with a square bat is or with a round bat is like the most impossible thing to do, and I think it's definitely the hardest sport mentally and physically. Um, Maybe not as much physically, but I mean you've got to prepare for curveballs, you got to prepare for fastballs, rise balls, sliders, change ups, and baseball it's coming in just as fast as it is softball. So your timing has to be on point all the time. It's definitely something that's tough. Not every game you get to fail 30% of the time or 70% of the
yeah,
time, and end
Hall
up in
of
the Hall
Fame?
of Fame. So it's a tough sport, man.
Yeah,
Deion Sanders said it too. That's my guy, prime time.
Deion Sanders. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
Deion, coaching
shout out to
Colorado.
Deion. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I know this is. I think this is maybe one of the questions that you said would put you in a tough situation. But are you the best coach at Brookwood?
Nah, man. I've been blessed to come here. I've learned from coaches like Coach Gilbert. from Coach Shelnut, from Coach Parham. Um,
Shout out
what?
Coach Shona. He's my world history teacher.
Oh, is
Yeah.
he? I got you. I got you. So I mean, those guys like they bring so much knowledge to the game, and how they do things around an organization, and just being able to learn from them. I'm helping myself put me in a better situation one day. So I'm never going to say that I'm the best coach at Brookwood, because I mean I'm JV coach, assistant varsity coach, and they're the top guys. But those top guys, being able to learn from them is helping me out a lot in my young career of teaching and coaching. So I mean I owe a lot of the stuff that I'm learning to those guys, and how they run their programs. So I'm super thankful for that.
Look at the humility on Coach Holly. You just,
Yeah, I know. Nobody's ever seen that before from
yeah,
me.
you love to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, Coach Shona is my world history teacher. He's a great teacher. I love him. I've seen Coach Gilbert. Like he walks past the table that I sit at lunch like almost every day.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, he's good for the community for sure. He knows everybody.
yeah. I saw him in like a astronaut suit for,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He was wearing an astronaut
pretty,
suit. He's always got he always tries to make people laugh, and I think he does a pretty good job of that. But yeah, Coach Shelnut, he actually left the baseball team for this upcoming year.
mm,
So he was my throwing partner every day at practice. So definitely going to miss him, and the knowledge that he brings pitching wise to the game. But I mean, I'm glad he's happy, and he's in a place where he's going to ultimately succeed and be with his son and coach him in baseball as well. So I'm happy for him.
yeah. Okay, Coach Holly. So we know you run the school store here at Brookwood. So maybe this puts you in another tough situation. Do you have a favorite like employee or student this year that works in the school store?
Yeah. So I mean, you're asking these questions, and they're like, I mean, I can't be name dropping. I can't think too highly of myself. But I mean, this is my second year running the store, and these have been the kids that I got to choose. Last year, they kind of got picked for me,
Mm,
which was, I mean, it worked out great. But this year, I knew who I was getting in the store and the kids that were in each period. Um, but they've all been really good. I know that they know I'm super difficult to deal with as a store owner, and trying to make sure things are run the right way. But they've accepted the challenge. They've done a really good job. I wouldn't say anybody's any better than another. Seventh period, my four people in there, they probably have to deal with the most,
mm,
just because that's the time where they have to count the money and make sure everything goes right. And if something messes up, they see like a little bit meaner of a side of me, because I don't like things to be off and not perfect. So they kind of get the back end of it, and the way that they deal with it is super amazing. And I'm just glad that I have a bunch of great kids in each period. But some people are really good at baking cookies. Some people are really good at making sales, and some people are really good at counting money. So you got a little bit of everything in all seven periods of school store.
a lot of variety. I can name a few
Yep.
people who I know work during my lunch period.
Yeah.
We got David,
Yeah. David's good.
Justice, and Cole.
Justice. Yeah. They're all really good. Really good.
So if you guys look,
And I mean, I do what?
you say it real quick.
I was gonna say I had Justice and David in class last year, and so I made sure that they were in the school store this year. They're both phenomenal. Love talking to Justice about basketball, and telling her that I'd wear her out if it was one on
Mm,
one, but she don't believe me. And then David, I'm just trying to get David out of his comfort zone a little bit. He's still quiet and shy, but he's a really good kid.
yeah, he is. He's one of my
That's
good
good.
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really good kid.
we went to a cruise together, and then last year
Okay.
we had a class.
Yes.
This year we don't got any classes, but I mean, I can see him in the school store every day if I wanted to. So,
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
yep.
Hey, dude, you gotta start getting people to buy those cookies, man.
Uh I
I
guess we
know.
can go ahead and plug the school store cookies right now. If you're listening to this and you haven't tried the school store cookies this year, if I'm being honest, they are not as good as they were last year.
Somebody told me yesterday they tasted like cornbread.
Okay, that's nah. They don't taste like cornbread. Um,
Yeah.
on a scale from 1 to 10, because Coach Holly's in here, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10.
Oh wow, I appreciate that.
Yeah, 8 out of 10
I
cookies. So
appreciate that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can get. Can you still get 2 bags for $3?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, 2 bags for $3, and it's not just for yourself. Buy some for your friends.
That's
Spread the
right.
wealth around.
That's right.
Okay, before we end today's show, Coach Holly, can you share, if you're willing to, the toughest thing that you've been through and how you overcame it?
That's a good question. That's a loaded question. That's a quality interview
It
question
is.
for people. So I've answered this a few times, and I think over the years it's changed. I've had a lot of difficult situations. 2020 was definitely a conversation and a topic to talk about, but I think just being a teacher and a coach. Last year I came in, did not know at all what I was getting myself into. Didn't know anything, didn't know how to be a teacher. Knew a little bit about coaching, but I had to be a teacher and I had to run a business basically inside the school. So last year, I think I had a lot of struggles, just trying to figure out instructional strategies and how to do classroom management and how to control a group of kids. And it was tough. Luckily, I made it through that first year, but this year I've tried to work really hard on doing better with it. So I'm actually in Teach Gwinnett right now, which is a 1 year master's program basically. So it's all the information that you would get in 2 years fit into 1 year. So that is killing me right now, but I've learned a lot of stuff from the things that I've been to and the homework that I'm doing in those classes and the observations that I'm getting from the people from the county. And I think just changing my mindset and focusing on pertaining to the kids that are in my classroom and trying to make sure that I have lessons that they are engaged in and talking about things that they want to talk about. I'm just trying to create a different classroom culture. And this year, with the things that I've learned and all the workload that I have, I think I've done a really good job at it. And I get done April 19th, and by that time, I should be the best teacher at Brookwood High School. I'll tell you that.
Best teacher. Okay.
Yeah, but I gotta get through this first, man. I don't know if I'll make it, but I did. I did like 5 hours of homework yesterday, and I had to catch all back up. But I'm still
Mm,
behind.
hey, I
Yeah,
think you'll make it. I think you'll make it
I think so too.
with that.
I think so too. I got the mindset
That
for it.
yeah, that humble mindset. You got a lot of people around you
Yeah,
who can probably help you.
yeah, I do. I do. This school's great. Has a lot of supportive people that are helping me get to where I want to be. So I'm super excited about it.
Yes, sir. And I'm super excited that I was able to talk to you and that you took some time out of your very busy schedule to meet with me. And I'm honored to have had you. And we love you here at Brookwood, Coach Holly. And maybe we'll see you again one time on the J.A.T side. You never know.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. Maybe I'll see you in my class next year. You should sign up.
Maybe.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. Everybody should.
Yeah.
Everybody should.
All right. Well, until next time, I'm Jalen, host of the J.A.T side, and we're out.
Jalen, I appreciate you,
Yep,
man.
no problem.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.